Well, let's get you more on the US presidential elections. France 24's Clovis Casali is standing by in Miami for us. Clovis, tell us how voting is getting underway where you are.
Well, polls opened early this morning, but as you can see here in Miami Beach City Hall, it's rather slow. No queues this morning, and it could be explained by the unprecedented level of early voting. We're talking nearly 60% of registered voters in Florida who have already cast their ballots, either by mail or in person. 4 years ago, Donald Trump won the Sunshine State against Hillary Clinton. It was a close call, and it might well be the same this year. I met with one Republican voter here in Miami Beach who told me that he feared that there could be some irregularities today, and he did not want the election to be rigged. You know, that's been the rhetoric of Donald Trump, and that's why this Republican voter wanted to come here in person today. And then there are also fears that violence could erupt later in the day, depending on how the day goes. And that Republican voter is worried about tensions rising. This election is highly divisive, of course. And the mayor of Miami said yesterday that he was ready if violence did erupt. Some shops have already boarded up. And the mayor of Miami also said that police was on its guard and ready if there was violence today.
Well, Clovis, concerns about violence, potentially in the outcome of this election is certainly something that we're hearing being echoed, across the board here. Talk us through when it comes to the issues that are getting voters out and about. What have they been telling you?
Well, Florida and Miami in particular has a strong Hispanic Latino community, and Donald Trump is extremely popular among those groups, especially the Cuban Americans and the older generations of Cuban Americans who very much agree with Donald Trump when he says that Joe Biden equals communism, socialism, and those voters therefore have chosen the Republican candidate. But at the same time, Trump knows that he can't afford to lose Florida, a battleground state. The symbol here is very important because Trump calls Florida home, even though he was brought up in Queens. Donald Trump voted here in Florida. He owns a huge mansion in Mar-a-Lago, and Donald Trump therefore needs to win Florida today. For Democrats, on the other hand, well, Donald Trump, the US president, needs to go. He needs to pack his bags and leave the White House. Democrats we spoke to tell us that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. And then you have these fears of a recount in Florida. Remember 2000, when all eyes were on Florida with Gore against George W. Bush. That recount, and many Democrats here feel cheated. Still remember that day when the election went to the Republicans. Well, many Democrats still feel betrayed from 2000, and one official told us they won't let that happen this time.
All right, Clovis, keeping us up to date from Miami. Thank you. Well, in